if you think that you can control your emotions just by shunning them, by putting them under the carpet, by simply not expressing them, let me tell you, my friend, it's not gonna happen. Hi there, welcome to the Absolutely Right podcast, India's first graphology based leadership show. My name is Aditi Surana. I'm a behavioral analyst, a high performance coach, and an anti anxiety expert. Through our Wednesday and Friday episodes each week, we try and come up with ways, methods, hacks that you can implement to claim the best version of yourself. Currently, we are in the middle of this 10-part series where I'm talking about everyday simple anecdotes that you can use to change and transform the way you look at things. So, I get this a lot being a behavioral analyst. People ask me that what do I do with all of my emotions that are completely inexplicable? Aditi, can you tell me what are the ways in which I can understand my emotions better, understand my personality better? Is there anything that is causing me this all emotional stress? Now, this emphasis a lot on understanding why is it happening to them, what are they doing wrong. But I want to take a moment and want to request you to think about how your emotions function. The very moment you understand the mechanics, it will become easier for you to then understand why you feel the way you do. For example, if you're emotionally invested in something, a project, an idea, a person matters to you a lot, and if something goes wrong with that person or with that project, you won't just simply look at this as your business loss or personal loss or whatever. You would actually look at it as losing a part of who you are, losing a part of your body. It is so painful that you absolutely cannot let it go simply as you would let other things go. Why? Because the emotions do not function like a thought where you can think about things and then keep them aside. Emotion, as the word suggests, has this force. They put you in motion. It has that surge of energy that propels you in a certain manner. So when you feel emotionally excited about it, you got to do it. You cannot not do it. When you feel scared about something, you have to run away from that situation. You cannot help yourself. Now, if you think that you can control your emotions just by shunning them, by putting them under the carpet, by simply not expressing them, let me tell you, my friend, it's not going to happen. If you have these emotions that are getting to you, emotions that are making you function in a certain manner, and by that I mean negative as well as positive emotions that can put you to action, these are powerful forces. You can't simply push them under the carpet or bottle them up and think that you can be okay. Let me give you a simpler example here. You add some water to the pressure cooker to generate some steam required for you to cook the food. But as you keep increasing the heat, the intensity of the steam goes higher and higher. And if it goes beyond a level of pressure that it can take, the pressure cooker can blast. And that's why you have that little outlet on the lid, right? To let all that excessive pressure go whenever it reaches a point that it cannot take. Similarly, you got to think about a mechanism that you can use on a daily basis to let your emotional pressure go, like the whistle that blows. Otherwise, it will only lead to a blast. You know how you get triggered on very, very small thing, and the very moment that opens the floodgate, you'll end up saying things that you absolutely do not mean. Where does it come from? Those emotions are only the trapped emotions that you did not cater to on a regular basis. They stayed there, they marinated in all other emotional reasons that made you angrier or more resentful or more aggressive. And when you found the outlet, all of that in that moment just left your control mechanism and expressed itself. Now, if you have regretted moments like that, then do not let that whole emotional blast happen the way the pressure cooker may go off. Don't do it. Instead, learn how to deal with these emotions. The simple trick that I had told many people during the pandemic was to communicate your emotions to someone. Literally, not to the person that you're upset with always, because that does not work out well, especially when you are not logical, when you have all these things that you're feeling and you have no reasons why you're feeling them. So do not jump to any conclusion and speak to that one person, because that kind of confrontation may lead to other complications. But pause and talk to somebody you trust, someone who you know won't be judgmental about your choices of words or how you're feeling. If you think that person is not available or is not there, then in that case, use the second best option, which is using a handwritten journaling method. Literally, allow that physical movement to capture your emotion. Say everything as you feel with all honesty. If you want to abuse, do that on those papers. If you want to say all the nasty things that you think about that situation, say it on that paper. Say every single thing that you feel about it, the way you suffer. Just write it down, because if you don't, it remains inside your system. Imagine a pressure cooker where that outlet, that vessel, is closed by some tape. All that pressure is trapped inside, doesn't know where to go and how to deal with this problem or the situation, till a point it blasts completely. Now, if you want to avoid it, give those whistles where when the pressure goes high, have your mechanisms to deal with it. A few people during the pandemic who felt uncomfortable, even writing for that matter, and they felt, I wrote it once, but I don't feel conveyed. I asked them to record themselves, literally, like a video record or audio record themselves and say everything and do it over and over again. Most people, when they did this assignment of saying everything that they feel 3 times, they didn't have much left to speak about. Literally 3 times. They met this person and told them how they're feeling. And then I asked the other person to ask the same question again. And then they repeated exactly how they felt. And this time, they just did not feel as emotional about it as they did in the first try. And they tried it again. Now you can do that by yourself by recording the same thing over and over again. You'll be surprised that the same emotion that doesn't let you move or makes you feel trapped will actually lose hold over you. This simple tool of repeating the same question for journaling, for conversation, or even while recording yourself can do wonders that you would not even believe. These mechanisms allow you to let that movement of emotion taken care of, and once that settles down, like a soda or like fizzy drink that you open and all the fizz goes away, and then when you look at the drink, it looks like any other drink without any force in it, and then you can look at the problem more objectively and can deal with it. But if you try to deal with a problem while being emotional about it, then it's complicated. I don't think it works. So learn to sort this out. If this was interesting, please share it with a friend or a family member who is currently dealing with their emotional baggage and they have no clue how to process it. We are so close to 2022. Let's walk into the new year with newer skill set that we can count on. Let's not repeat the same mental baggages in the next coming year. Let's kind of make some changes. If that is your concern and if you find any relief, if you think you want more tools like these to deal with your emotions and the baggage and you have no clue how to go about it, you can know more about India's first mental and emotional gym that we run called APT. The link is aptforme.com. If you want me to work with you on a one-on-one basis or work with your organization, you can write to me on my email ID, write@aditisurana.com. And if you want to follow some entertaining content that we do on mental fitness on Instagram, my Instagram handle is @aditisurana. I'll see you on Wednesday with one more wonderful episode of the Absolutely Right podcast. Till then, happy writing.